I
So you
mean,
want
I
to start it
think,
up?
yeah, I mean, let's just get it going. We got a lot to talk about, and I think we should probably make almost like we should set some hard limits right now.
Because of all the stuff you want to talk about. You want to like intro everybody on some of the topics we can talk about. I'll
Yeah,
start with PUBG first because we
yeah.
got. I forget what we last talked about on in the last podcast. I should have checked, but we have on
We talked
console.
we talked about the upcoming updates, and now the
Yeah, we
updates
def.
are live. Well, upcoming test server, now the updates are actually on the live server.
Mhm. Yeah, the what is that patch number 9 technically on console, which just dropped.
Yes.
Today's August 1st as we record the podcast, August 1st, 2019, and the patch went live on July 30th, so just earlier this week.
Yeah.
And then today we also had the Call of Duty like multiplayer reveal, which I didn't see too much of, but we're going to talk about that. I know you said you saw some of it.
Yeah, I watched a lot of reviews when I was at the gym.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And we also got news about Ninja moving over to
Yeah.
Mixer. And
Yeah.
anything else? I'm sure there's some other stuff we'll bring up while we talk.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that those are the top three. I think we could do it this way. Maybe like 5 to 8 minutes on the whole Ninja Mixer thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes on PUBG. And then I think Modern Warfare is going to be a pretty doozy of stuff. There's so much going on with that.
All right, yeah, I'm
I don't know. I think should we go in the order of the least to the
yeah. Sure. So we'll start with
I guess with
Ninja
Ninja,
first.
yeah.
So this is interesting news. Someone came into the stream. Oh, whoops, sorry guys. Probably some audio in the back. I went to go to Twitch, but I forgot that I'm recording my desktop audio. So I was streaming, and someone came in and was like, "Hey, did you see that deal with like Ninjas moving over to Mixer?" And most people like didn't believe it. And I googled it, and I saw that article, and like literally people were doubting it as like fake news or something in the stream, which I thought was kind of interesting.
He like made a video, I think, saying it, and then Amazon commented on it.
Yeah, well, not Amazon. You mean Microsoft?
Well, no, Amazon and Microsoft. Well, Twitch.
Oh, really?
Amazon is Twitch. I literally read a quote from Amazon.
Okay, I didn't know what you meant.
And then there was like a Twitch from Mixer from Microsoft.
Oh yeah, because there's a whole thing. Like he put out the video of it on his Twitter of him like responding. It's like a fake press conference where he goes up and then it's like himself asking him a bunch of questions as like different people as like an alias.
Yeah.
Like he's dressed up as like a reporter and like a woman and stuff. And then he made a video below that. And then I saw that like Mixer commented, Microsoft, like so many people, like big accounts were like commenting underneath it, but I didn't see that Amazon stuff. But it's like all over Twitter and the internet right now.
Yeah. It's a pretty wild thing, man. And I have to say it's very surprising. I think a lot of we've slept on Microsoft Mixer. You know what I mean?
Like, say that again.
Hard. I think we've like not we, but everyone has just slept on Mixer. Like it's not a big thing, and they just made like a power play. You know what I mean? They're just like now they made a play to like now, you know, it's a free game. They could go for somebody else.
Yeah, this is like a huge move, but I wonder what happened. What I want to know is that like PewDiePie, they did this, that company D Live did this with PewDiePie, and that's how I found out about it. And if you might remember, people from the stream might remember, I streamed on D Live for like a couple weeks, but like I just didn't honestly feel like adding a whole nother thing into the rotation. Nobody really watched on there. But like PewDiePie made some kind of similar deal, but still to this day, I don't even know if he streams on there still, like all the time or whatnot. But like I haven't heard anybody that watches D Live. And then I did a poll on Twitter that actually got a lot of views. Like people were retweeting it. It got like my most votes ever on a Twitter poll. And I asked, where do you guys watch streaming? Like what platforms do you use? And D Live got 0 votes. So I was like, you know, it shows you. I don't know anybody that uses that platform.
I mean, D Live I think is. They had great quality. Your stream looked better on D Live than it did on YouTube, to be completely honest.
Yeah, well, YouTube looks pretty bad. They compress it. It looks better on Twitch and on Mixer
too,
most of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, Mixer, I think it depends. If you're streaming from your console, it's not going to look good. But
sometimes Mixer looks really bad for a lot of people.
Yeah, it looks really bad when I watch people stream. And I think it's typically because they're using their console.
Especially if they have an OG Xbox too.
Yeah, I just don't think it's just too much strain on it, dude. Like you're using a computer with an i9 processor, you know what I mean, to stream. It's just like, and then you're using the same, and you're using your Xbox to play the game, so you're not putting that stress on the Xbox. But
Yeah,
then people are playing
100%.
like PUBG on Xbox, and then they're going to stream,
Yeah.
stream on PUBG. I just don't think it's humanly possible. You
No,
know,
it's definitely
well, it's possible. I just don't think it's just the quality just isn't there all
yeah,
the time.
it's not possible for to be excellent quality at all times, and there's a lot of times where like it dips, and then like you can't do certain things on your Xbox, like record a clip and stuff.
Yeah,
But that's the issue. That's the good thing and the bad thing with Mixer is like Mixer is great for like the Xbox community, and originally like Microsoft bought it like just for
for
Xbox,
that, yeah.
but like open. Obviously, other people can use Mixer, but
Hmm.
the issue is that there's so many people. It's not an issue. I mean, it's like depends on how you look at it. But there's anybody can stream on Mixer and also directly to Twitch. So
Yeah,
there's just like there's so many people that just stream on there. So it's so hard to grow on Mixer and Twitch, and. But I guess that I don't know where I can really tie that into like Ninja going over there. But like you said, I think Ninja is different than PewDiePie's situation with D Live because Ninja really is like I feel like PewDiePie is known for his YouTube channel. Ninja is like literally known for just his stream. I know he has a big YouTube channel as well, but
not
like
a
his stream
content
is so
type of thing.
his stream is so powerful that like people are really gonna go on Mixer to watch him. Is what
And
I
I
mean.
think Mixer is like way bigger than D Live, obviously.
Oh yeah. Oh, obviously, yeah.
I think Mixer has had a decent sized market share, not like all of it, but I think that they knew the only way that they're going to grow and become competitive is to just spend money and get some of these guys to move over. And it wouldn't surprise me if they go for another streamer.
Dude, and
Honestly,
it's
if I was a streamer, I'd almost be like, yo, this might be a good deal for me because I'm sure that Twitch isn't really giving them a lot of kickbacks.
yeah, I mean, I think they've been doing a lot of stuff, but like it's like anything. If you're in second, you're willing to give more kickbacks.
Yeah.
Or third, wherever Mixer is. And I wonder where Mixer is because I was going to put them in an easy third, but then I think like now that I'm thinking about it, they could be ahead of YouTube because
I would put them ahead of YouTube.
I really don't know one like streamer that's like huge on like, oh, like that guy's a YouTube streamer. You know what I mean? Like it's either you're a Twitch streamer and then there are a lot of people like who always stream on Mixer. You hear that a lot like in the gaming community, like, oh, that guy's a Mixer streamer, that guy's a Twitch streamer. But you like rarely hear people say they're a YouTube streamer, like only.
Yeah. I agree. How many people do you have on Mixer following you?
I don't know. I would go, but like I said, I don't want to have something pop up on my account. I think I have like a couple hundred followers on there. Same thing with like Twitch. I just have a couple hundred, like roughly. And then, on YouTube, I'm almost at 4,000 subscribers. And Mixer, I don't have a ton of views on there. I think I have more views on Twitch overall, but there's like Hype Zone and stuff. But a lot of that is over, a lot of people really think they're just going to grow off like Hype Zone people, but really those people are just on to the next one as soon as your channel's over. Even if one person subscribes, it's like,
sometimes there's just no one even in the Hype Zone. I don't know. It was a good idea. I just don't know.
No, it's an awesome idea. It's an awesome idea to view, but a lot of people think like they're just going to grow off like the Hype Zone popping into their channel, which I did too, like, when I first started, but you learn quickly that like that's not.
No, it helps a little bit, but not drastically.
Yeah, totally.
I think it was a power move though, man, for sure. Like I just don't think anyone saw that coming, and I think Microsoft is like really trying to round out all their stuff, and they were at E3 with a big, the Mixer Dome, and they had all these Mixer cocktail event for people affiliates.
Yeah, so you wearing that shirt at the barbecue. You had it said Mixer on the back.
I got that from the Mixer Dome.
Yeah,
I mean, Twitch was there. They were just like in a weird spot, and I don't know what was going on with it. I didn't even get to see it. So, but I think it's important. They're obviously not like okay with their standing, so they're kind of hungry in that department. I just think it's kind of like, whoa, people
it is a big move.
Downplaying that.
It's a huge move, but think about. I'm just wondering. I don't have an answer here or anything, but like, what do you think? Like, for them, it's not really. Is it really going to bring more people? It's going to bring more viewers, but what do they want as a streaming platform? What do you want? Do you want more viewers, or do you want more streamers? You want more viewers, I guess. So it's going to bring more viewers who might end up staying on Mixer more often. And that's the issue. They want people off Twitch. Yeah, they want people off the Twitch platform onto the Mixer platform. So once they're watching Ninja might get off and be like, I'm going to host XYZ person on Mixer.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they might stay. So that's what they want. They want people. And then those people donate to Ninja. They take a cut. And then they basically just skim off the top of all the partners, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, they could definitely do that, or just the fact that like maybe just getting people on the platform. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like this. There's a lot of built-in stuff to Mixer. Like when you start commenting in someone's thing, there's a lot of bots that do this, but like you have a level in someone's chat. So like for example, I think in like Brando's or somebody's chat, someone friend from the stream. If you don't watch my stream,
Yeah.
like I'm really high because I donate a lot of sparks and like I was chatting a lot, so I'm like in the 30s or something. And
Yeah.
it's cool that you can like see that, you know, and then that makes you want to be more active in chat, at least for me, and like send the sparks and all that.
They definitely
So
make it a
it's
little
kind
bit
of
more
cool.
interactive, or they're trying to at least. And someone was like, "Don't donate your sparks; they can't get them." I mean, you have to have like 2,000 followers or something crazy to get sparks or get
Yeah,
money from Mixer.
yeah, I think to take out the sparks, yeah, I have like 2 million from streaming, so I don't really know how that works.
Jeez
Or like,
Louise, get like a nickel.
um, yeah, someone said it's actually a pretty good ratio, but yeah, I wonder how you end up.
I think someone
Yeah,
said that you had to
2,000.
have 2,000 followers on Mixer,
Yeah,
and I was like, "That's a lot." I think I
yeah, I
saw
think it
it
is.
Jeezy watching Jeezy stream, and he was like, "Yeah, you need 1,000." I was like, "Holy or 2,000." I was
Yeah,
like, "Holy shit, that's not like an
yeah,
easy amount to get."
no, no, but I think it makes sense. I mean, 2,000 is kind of high, maybe 1,000, but I think it makes sense making it like higher, you know, than like just a small
Yeah, I
thing
mean, if they're gonna
because it
make it
kind
a
of keeps.
decent ratio of payout, but it also makes it like people are like, I'm less likely to stream on there if I'm never gonna get any ad revenue.
That's true. It keeps other people away. Yeah.
Yeah,
But maybe they want less streamers. I mean, who knows exactly like the
I
strategy
think you need
behind
a
that.
good
But
ratio of both, right? I think you need
yeah,
a good amount of streamers, and you need a lot of viewers.
hmm, for
I
sure.
don't
But
think it hurts having more streamers. It just hurts you if they're not making any money. So I
yeah.
think 2,000 is why they're kind of like, we want you to make sure you're actually making us money before we start. Even if they like made your like if they paid you in Xbox Live, like paid your Xbox Live account,
Hmm.
you know what I
And
mean, monthly, that'd be
sending
pretty
thing.
dope.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Saves you
would be.
$15, like whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
And
part
I
time.
wonder what else. Yeah. What other kind of deals, you know, like that.
Yeah.
And now that you talk about it more, that is such a big deal because Microsoft's involved. So it's really becoming like an Amazon versus Microsoft thing now, too.
Yeah. I don't think Microsoft wants to let Amazon, they're kind of trying to get into Amazon's trying to get into the gaming scene. I don't think they'll do it very well or successfully.
Yeah.
But I think Microsoft is like, listen, like if they're gonna try to come on our turf, we're gonna go on theirs. You know what I mean? Like let's start pushing harder on this. You
Yeah,
know?
it'd be interesting, man. I mean, I don't know. I really, to be honest, I think I've said this a couple times in the past, but like, I really haven't given Mixer an honest. Like, I constantly am like looking at Twitch, me like, let me update this today or tomorrow or next week, and like week by week, slowly updating some things. But I don't even know if I have like a stream bot in Mixer. Like, I haven't done much stuff over there because I really don't like the user interface. Like from a creator standpoint, the interface for like the dashboard is
Yeah,
to me
not
is
good.
like annoying. Yeah, it's just like not as efficient as like YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah. I mean definitely things to improve upon, but I guess it just the fact that I'm thinking this, like maybe it's worth just looking into at this point just to see get
Yeah,
ahead of the 8 ball, and I'm
for sure.
sure a lot of people are thinking that now that I said it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, just kind of like D Live. Like everyone rushed to D Live when they heard about that too. So
Yeah, I just
yeah,
don't think D Live had the size. Like Mixer at least has a lot of people on there a lot,
yeah. No, like
so
most people who watch a stream, like you've probably, if you watch streams on Twitch and YouTube, you've probably watched a Mixer stream. So yeah, like
yeah.
it's huge. You probably already have an account, and just now you're like gonna be like, oh, I'll watch Ninja over there. But I'll tell you what, you know who's probably happy? Whoever was the person underneath Ninja on like Fortnite or whatever current
Oh
game he's
yeah.
playing on Twitch. You know, they're
Yeah.
probably like, all right, sick. Now I'll take the number one spot on like Fortnite
Yeah. It was funny
on
because Dr.
Twitch.
Disrespect was like, he's like, what are my thoughts on Ninja? He's like, you know, he's like, I would get more money, so but I think it's just like, yeah, like you need they needed more people to get on there and just more on the platform. So but it
Did
wouldn't surprise me if they did go for more people and try to get them on.
did they say? I saw someone said something like $20 million, something like that. Did they ever come out the real amount?
I don't know. I think it's
I
too fresh. But I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure he'll
I didn't
lose.
see a
He might
number.
lose a good amount of followers.
No, yeah, but I meant money. My bad. Did I say followers? Like I want to see
No,
how
no,
much
yeah,
money
but
they
I mean,
gave
that's
him.
what I mean. Like, if he's getting
Oh,
paid 20 million, he could be like, if that's a real number, like, I wouldn't weigh it out just because I know there's a potential he could probably lose a good amount of viewers and
yeah. Well, I
followers
know
and
he
stuff
was
like that.
making like anywhere from 500,000 to $1 million a month. So like it would make
Wow.
sense if they gave him a big payout. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to make
To
sure
be like,
he's
come
like,
leave
because I'm
Twitch.
sure he could lose like, a good chunk of followers, that just don't want to pay or, you know what I mean? They're using Amazon Prime to be a member, you know. So
So true, man. Everyone was saying, dude, like I saw someone, I think it was Devin in the stream, was like, dude, they better be paying him a lot because he's gonna miss out on a lot of free Amazon Prime cash, which is kind of, that is wild, man. It
yeah,
is crazy.
yeah. I mean,
They should do that like Xbox Live. Like if you're an Xbox Live members, they should give you, but then Xbox would have to cough up like a couple dollars a month. But they could do the same thing, really. Like if you're an Xbox Live
yeah, but
member,
you could think about
you
it
get,
this way also, is that like maybe donations, they have a better ratio, you know what I mean, than
mm,
Twitch. They have a, you
yeah,
know, I mean, there could have been a
yeah,
lot of negotiating going on there. Like, hey, you know what? Like typically we give you this much for when you know, like how you get lose 30% to YouTube. It's like we take 20%, but you know what? We'll take only 10% for you. And I'm
yeah,
sure there was a
totally,
lot, you know what I mean? And like for viewers or subscriptions, we'll give you more percentage or something than we usually
yeah.
give. You know what I
That
mean?
stuff
Like
is
just to
crazy,
make it
man.
more. And then here's an extra 20 mil to just, you know, fluff it up a bit.
Yeah, I still can't believe. I think we can maybe end it after this.
Yeah, for
It's not
sure.
even this related, but I just can't believe that YouTube takes 30% of everything everybody does. It's so much to me, but
Yeah, it's yeah, I would look in to see how much like I mean, you know how much Twitch takes, but I mean Mixer and everything. So
yeah,
do
I
they I
definitely will
wonder,
look
can
more
you
into
donate
Mixer.
through Mixer? I don't even know.
No, I don't think so. You'd probably have to set up like same thing like Streamlabs, like what I do now. You just donate through PayPal or whatever. But
Yeah.
that's why like YouTube Super Chat is the best way. Well, bits now are really nice. Like Twitch adding the bits is really
Yeah, it
nice,
makes it
which is
easier.
basically like a Super Chat thing. But the Super Chat is nice because I like the way it pops up and like lights up everything in the chat. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it does a
But
good. Yeah, they have that down. That my Mixer should probably get into that, but I guess they don't
yeah,
want to be like a mediator of payments a little bit too.
yeah. And the best thing that I've seen is Twitch, the whole gifting thing. So I've been watching
Oh
some
yeah,
Twitch
gifting
streams to try to like,
streamers
yeah, well, gifting
or
the
gifting
subs.
subs.
Yeah, I've been watching like more Twitch streams to kind of learn like and how to improve my stream and stuff. And it seems like on Twitch, what most people do is they don't even donate; they just gift subs. Like somebody gifted, I saw like, you know, 20 subs, which is $100. It's a big donation, $100
Yeah.
donation. But like they did it all in subs, and it's kind of weird twofold because like it like doesn't look like money because it's a sub,
Yeah.
you know, so it's kind of like messing with your brain a little bit. So I wonder if that's like part of it. It's kind
Hmm.
of crazy. And then also it's really good because then like another person who's in the, like for me, I was in someone's stream, the beard guys, and I got gifted a sub and I was like, oh, this is cool, like I kind of want to stick around, like the community is nice here, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't think Mixer has anything like that either. So like that is huge, and YouTube is missing that. Like, but YouTube is coming around now, dude. YouTube just added the tiers now to memberships. I don't know if I
Oh
told
yeah.
you this,
No.
but they just added this. It might have been a feature for a while, but I just got it on my account. Like I would say in the last month, maybe last couple of
Hmm.
weeks, where now like, and I made 3 of them. You can pick what kind of tiers you want. So like, you know how they're members of my channel, you remember it's like $5 is a $10 tier and there's a $25 tier, and that's what Twitch does as well.
Yeah.
And then you can do like extra benefits in there, like, and extra things, and they're going to be adding more to like the chat. And then they also made a thing now where I can upload a video just to members only. I can like message members only. There's like a bunch of like members only thing,
Yeah, that's a good
which is
thing.
which is interesting. But I don't love the whole like behind a paywall thing. I don't like that, but it's interesting, like community building, like for, you know, because we got a tight like kind of member community, so it's cool to
Yeah.
have
No,
that.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But
All right. So
PUBG
we can,
time.
yeah, PUBG time. So dang, man. So you know, they got the update on PC right now. We're not going to talk about that, but that's like Erangel V2. The weapon nerfs, ARs got nerfed, SMGs
Hmm.
got buffed. Right
Hmm.
now, like the SMGs are really strong. The Uzi's got a red dot on it. People are playing with Uzis all over the place. The micro Uzi,
I know.
but we don't play on PC. We got to play more eventually. But
Yeah, killing me.
I told you that in the last like 2 weeks, like with all the update on console and everything, I'm gonna be mostly on console until at least till the pass ends in 4 days. So after that, I'm okay going over to
Oh,
PC a little bit.
okay.
Yeah, and then we just got the update July 30th, patch number 9 with the BRDM finally on console for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. We got ledge grabbing, explodable gas cans, the
Yeah.
Desert Eagle, and all that
Explosions.
stuff. Yeah, explosions. Have you played the new update? I know you've been like super busy the last week.
I did
Have you
play a
played it
little
all?
bit. I did play a little bit. Maybe I'll be able to play a little bit tonight or definitely tomorrow. This week's just I've been
Okay.
working late. Like I have to
Yeah,
be
you told
late.
me. Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to play tonight or tomorrow for sure. what was I gonna say? I think it's I got to play like I played on the test server, and I did play on the server, and the ledge
Okay.
grabbing isn't bad. I think the ledge grabbing smart because in like reality, no one's just like jumping and like I think it's like you would reach for a ledge in real life. You know what I mean? You wouldn't just like jump and be like, whoa.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like, I don't think yet that it's like harmful at all. I'm like, you basically like, there's ways to get to a lot of spots in PUBG, and having the ledge
Yeah,
grabbing now just makes it like, okay, now I can just get here like
you
a
could do a
second
lot
faster.
more weird jumping and everything.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was really fun. Like, there was a guy in a second story building, and normally, like, there's like a garage underneath him, and there's no way you can get on the garage.
Yeah,
But I took this weird route. I jumped on like multiple things, and I ran and I jumped and I landed on the garage, and I surprised this guy who thought he was safe, like camping in the second story. And I was like looking in through the window, and I'm like, that kind of leads to like hilarious moments. And that guy was kind of camping, so
yeah.
like no issue there. And I kind of agree with you, man. When you're like on a roof, yeah, more people are gonna get on roofs, but like you have no cover when you're on a roof, really. So like,
No, it's not smart to be on the roof for too long.
yeah, exactly. So it's not a huge thing, but I think it's gonna be fun. And then the longer it's out for, I think the more people will use it. Like I'm starting to use it a lot more because I've been playing this whole week, you know.
Yeah,
But
I think it's.
I think when you first get it, you don't use it that much.
No, I think it's hard to recognize that it's even happening.
Yeah,
But it is,
for sure.
I think, better to have it. I don't think it's
Yeah,
a bad thing at all.
yeah, we'll see. Time will tell, but I think for now it's a cool update. So I like it. Kudos to PUBG. It's a fun idea, and it definitely makes the game. The game's not super mobile to begin with. You know, it's kind of clunky, at least on console. So having this adds a little bit of flair to it, a little bit of mobility, which is nice.
Yeah, it definitely gives you a little bit more verticality as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And what about it's kind of hard to get it, but I got the BRDM a couple times. But
Yeah.
were you in that match with me when we got it this week?
No,
Or
I
no,
wasn't. I watched. No, I was not.
I played at night. I don't think it was on stream, and it was like
Okay.
with Day Day and Evil Can. I thought maybe you were in there. We got a BRDM, and we were all ready to. We had such great loot. We were like ready to fight, but then I found a flare gun. So then I said, guys, you want to just like literally camp in the BRDM the whole time? So we hid in the water for literally like 15 minutes. It was hysterical. And then we parked it next to like a machine that looked kind of like a giant machine. We just hid in the middle of a field on Vikendi, and we made it all the way to the very end of the game. We ended up losing, but like we didn't do anything. It's just like a mobile like hiding command station.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's just a lot of funny moments that happen with it.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
I watched your video on it, and the video was really funny. Like the guy got in with you, and you were running him over. It's kind of hilarious.
Dude, it was fantastic.
How
man.
annoyed were you, those guys? You think?
Oh, dude, you know what's great is, and anyone hasn't seen this, it was my first BRDM experience, and I was kind of like terrorized his team. They got knocked. They were getting like third partied. One of the guy killed himself actually, or a guy team killed his teammate out of the UAS. So then I started like running them over, and then a guy got in my car. We just a lot of funny stuff happened. Definitely check out the video if you guys want to see it. But what was really funny is after that match or later that stream, somebody came into the stream and was like, "Hey, dude, your video." From the other perspective, from that guy's perspective who's in the BRDM, is on Facebook right now. And he was like, and it's got like a ton of views. And I'm like, well, send it to me. He's like, well, I can't. It's in this group. So then he sent me a thing. I guess there's like this private PUBG Xbox community with like 60,000 people in it. And the guy had shared it, and it had like so many views and comments. Like it was just like comments were just pouring in on it, like people laughing. So then I was like, yo, dude, this is me. And then we were like kind of going back and forth, like sharing like snippets of like, this is my angle, this is your angle. And like the guy was like, dude, this is hilarious. I found your YouTube channel. Like this is great. Like GG. It was a funny moment. And it was kind of like genius because the guy tricked me. He got me out of the BRDM. Like it was really funny.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe you fell for that. I was like, I watched you. I was like frustrated at you. I was like,
well, because honestly, the BRDM only had like a third of its health left, and it's actually a lot weaker than people think. So I thought he was going to pretty quickly blow up the BRDM, and I didn't want to be in it. So I got out, and then he just got right back in it and stole it from me, which is perfect for him.
Did you you gotta send me a link to that group. That's funny.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's weird though that's private on Facebook. I'm like, I don't know.
I wonder why. I don't know. I guess just I don't know. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facebook gaming is a big platform now too. But
yeah, you can stream on Facebook. And I think one of the things is I use Restream to go to stream to YouTube and to Mixer, and to add Facebook you have to pay money, which is interesting.
Really, that's odd. I mean, Facebook was at E3 like heavy. I just didn't. I didn't think anyone really used them to stream, but I've been seeing it more often.
I used to see a lot of people like pop up in my feed that like were streaming on Facebook, but I haven't seen something like that pop up in a while.
I'm making a lot, but
have you?
So the BRDM was cool though. I like that video a lot.
Yeah, the BRDM was cool. Like I said, but for me, after using it a bunch of times, the BRDM is like really, really fun to use. But I personally, I think some people disagreed with me in the chat today, but it's really fast. Like I thought it was going to be really slow. It's actually a pretty fast vehicle. Like you can run people over pretty easily and like catch people out or catch them off guard. So I think personally that it needs like more health in squads, because what they do is they lower the health basically. Not technically, they increase the damage done to it when you're in solos and duos, so you have a chance of taking it out as a solo player, which makes sense. I get that. Yeah. But in squads, like if 4 people are shooting at the BRDM, it goes down. Like it feels like you're just driving an armored US. Really, like it doesn't feel that much different to me.
That's not good.
Yeah, so I feel like it should be a little higher, and then they should just keep it the same. Like it's not that strong in solos and duos, but in full squads it should be strong. But it's sick when you can just go in the water and keep moving and not have to worry about anything. Yeah. And then the explodable gas cans is next. This is something that I thought was going to make such a big impact on the game, and it like barely does. It barely does.
Can't figure.
Like you can do it. Like you can kill somebody if they're directly underneath it. You kill them, but I shot one like right next to a guy and he didn't die. I put the this kind of makes sense. But I put the explodable gas can next to a buggy, and the guy got in the buggy, and I blew up the gas can, and nothing happened. And then I just had to blow the buggy up with my DP-28. So it's not like this crazy thing. And if you shoot a gas can next to another gas can, the other gas can won't blow up. You need to prime each one. So you really need to like plan it out if you want multiple gas cans, and then firing to prime the gas can alerts everyone of your location. So unless you're really down to sit somewhere, like I think the fun things you could do is like put a vehicle next to a bush and then put like 5 gas cans in the bush. You shoot all the gas cans like 4 times and then hide. And then when someone gets in the van or something, or the truck next to the bush, you blow the gas cans up. Something like just for like a troll, but in like practicality, it's not, I thought it was going to be like crazy. Like people are going to start using it like C4 almost. And it's really not.
Yeah. It's not as
it's really not
powerful
the case.
enough.
Yeah, it takes too much planning, really. That's the issue. So it's not like something you can do spontaneous. So I think it's a good idea because it makes them have value, but it's not like overpowered, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that's an. Yeah, I'm on that. Okay. I get it.
Yeah, you have to try doing it when you play. Like if you want, we could maybe set something up when we play in a squad. Like you have to really wait though. You have to be patient.
Yeah,
you know? You'd have to like go out.
I just don't want. Yeah, I guess they should have made it. It looks more powerful on PC, to be honest with you. So
maybe they're just quicker at like dropping it and setting it up, or you know what I mean. I don't know. For me, it's like to try to drop it on top of somebody or to use it. I mean, if there's one in a room, what you can do is like if there's one just in the middle of the room and someone's like running through the room, you just shoot that instead of shooting them. But still, like it's riskier to do that because if they don't die from it,
yeah, no, you're not really
you're aiming at the ground.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm gonna shoot the gas can. Like you have to be purposely doing it.
Yeah, it's fun though. It's a cool thing.
No, it's not a bad idea. It's just something to do, I guess. But that's really most of the update, right? You know, I don't think there's really anything crazy. Anything else?
No, not really. Not really. It felt like such a big update, but in reality, ledge grabbing is like a big change. But when you're playing the game, it doesn't feel all that different.
No, other than seeing the BRDM isn't really a big deal because you don't see those driving around every game.
Yeah, but when you do, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's big. It's like you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it almost at first like doesn't look like it fits into PUBG for a second.
That's too funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
I should have made a helicopter, like I said.
I think a helicopter for like Black Ops did that.
Yeah,
and not Black Ops, Blackout. Yeah,
Blackout. Yeah, thing. Pretty funny. Get taken out pretty quick though with that one rocket.
Yeah, maybe in a future map or something, if they make a bigger one, they could have room for a helicopter. Miramar would probably be a good map for a helicopter.
Yeah,
especially because some of the big ass.
Can't you?
You can get them on all the maps. Yeah,
I just feel like I'd never see them on Miramar.
Yeah, you know what? I was surprised. Like some people don't love it. Like, cause I did a poll too. I know I mentioned this a couple times. Like, I keep talking about polls, but It's fun. I like getting people's like opinion on it. I was like, if you get a flare gun right now, for me, I'm 100% going outside the circle. Like all I want to do is get the BRDM. But I asked, like, if you get a flare gun right now, are you going to get the BRDM or are you going to shoot it inside? And it was like 60-40 or something like that, like 65-35. And I was surprised. I thought it was going to be more like close to 100%. Everyone would want a BRDM.
People just want to get a cool gun, like the better gun, and then die and not even get to use it.
It's like true.
Like, I'd rather have the BRDM. I want that AWM, bro, and then you like die before you can get to like shoot one shot.
Yeah. The potential for laughs is just so much higher with the BRDM.
Yeah,
I just go for that every time.
Oh, I agree.
Which is
it seems like it's way higher because it's just like so new and different. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there's always crate weapons, but
yeah, true. Yeah, for sure. So I guess that's about it, man. Oh, otherwise, actually, before we can move on from the patch, but like PUBG is kind of like not playing so well right now. I don't know if you noticed that. It kind of stinks.
I haven't noticed it yet, but I have heard because I haven't been able to play it too much.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed. I've really never had that much issues with like desync, but I've definitely noticed a lot of like desync issues, just like small stuff too. Like even like I'm shooting at somebody and then like I run out of ammo and then they die and I'm like I've been out of ammo for like a good second or two, you know, and now they're dead. And like it's not even something that bad because they're still dead, but the disconnecting thing, man, is back. Like I feel like I'm playing back when I first got on with you guys. You know, when I first started playing with you all, like
so we would disconnect and crash. Broke more shit.
Dude, I don't know if it's my Xbox, but my Xbox will not stop crashing. I say Xbox, and everyone's always like, it's PUBG. I know it's PUBG, but you know what I mean? Like, PUBG will not stop
crashing my Xbox.
Well, yeah, exactly. PUBG won't stop crashing my Xbox, or the game won't stop crashing. Like, it's done it, like, yesterday I did it, like, 2 or 3 times, and then today it happened, like, a bunch. And I was like, what the? And even before I got on stream, like, I was just trying to load up PUBG, and it kept crashing while I was loading up the game, which could be my Xbox. It was making weird noises today, but this Xbox is less than a year old, so I'm like, it's really...
No, it can't
and it's not even... It's, like, not in a bad spot. Like, I have a ton of airflow. It's, like, on top of my desk. I'm like, I hope it's not the Xbox
definitely
Max.
Poor programming. Yeah. Poor programming.
And the lost connection to host thing is back, like disconnecting from your team. It's like
I did notice that, like I was like shooting someone and I'm like, where are my bullets going? You know what I mean? Like, what is happening?
Totally. I've been feeling a lot of that. And there was a clip, I think it was just me missing from far away, but like I had my sniper reticle like on this guy who was not moving, and I had it like I put it at his face, I shot, and the bullet went nowhere. So I was like, okay, let me aim at his chest so I can see if the bullet hits him like in the leg. If it's going up, it'll hit him in the head. It just went nowhere. Like I didn't even get a hit marker, blood. I'm like, all right, dude, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, just like completely.
Yeah, man, that's so frustrating. They have to be having so much trouble figuring it out, like that they can't fix it completely. Like they go like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Like they're just like kind of like floating around on the line. You know?
Well, I thought they really had it, and then it's just weird that every time they go to update something, it happens. It must be something that's really deep in the code. I mean, you would know, right? I don't know anything about coding, but like, is it something you think that's just like really deep in the code that like when they change something, it just really f's everything?
I mean, possibly they may be just like doing something stupid. I mean, it could be stupid things like they're using an old version of the test server, and when they carry it over to the production level server, they're just like pushing older junk that they had fixed. You know what I mean? Like stupid shit like that.
Yeah, I see.
But yeah, they probably their main infrastructure, like we talked about that before, is definitely like not good. You know what I mean? Like they're not really like building a new game. They're like kind of going back and like fixing their infrastructure. So, you know, they probably have something working and then it doesn't work, and then, you know, they try to improve it more and it actually backfires. I just think like that's their issue. They just kind of like fucked up from the beginning, and now they're just trying to reform everything. It's like building a house. It's like, let's build a boat while we're in the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, yeah. There's a famous saying, like trying to fix a plane while you're flying.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so.
But that's really what they did. I mean, they took flight with PUBG. They didn't expect it to blow up, and it like blow up.
And now they're pretty much trying to turn a biplane into a fucking jet.
Oh, that's a good analogy. They're literally trying to turn a biplane into like a modern jet,
like a G7.
Like, G7. They're flying parts up, and they're like, "Can you put this part on?" And they drop it.
Yeah, it's
like, "Oh shit!" It just goes back to the ground. They're like, "Fuck."
Yeah, it's like it's like the Red Barons trying to get into a fucking.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's kind of that's what it seems like. But I mean, they've made big strides, and the game is dope. But And
No, it's definitely come a
still,
long
like,
way,
these
but
issues are like, man.
they can't let these things happen, man. Like this, it's just so bad.
Dude, you know what
And
kind of stinks
PC's
too?
had some issues, I know
Oh,
too. So
yeah, and PC and all these games, like with the player base right now, seems like something's up with the player base because they're getting rid of map selection on PC,
yeah,
and they're talking about how, like, really, even when I was on PC, like when I played to get some footage, like the only map I could get a game on was Erangel, and they're saying there's issues now with I think first person mode in North America on PC. One of the playlists is like bad. They're thinking about getting rid of one of the playlists now. Like they might have to get rid of. There was a thread going on where Hawkins was talking, or someone else, I forget who, so I apologize, but one of the community managers or developers, because I follow so many people from PUBG, I kind of forget, was saying that they might have to get rid of one of the playlists, like solos, duos, or squads, and that's like something they might think about doing in the future because that's how bad the playlists are getting.
Why? Is this that they don't have the player base for real?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess the game is just so. We talked about this before, but I guess as Americans, we think that, I guess we're like the pinnacle of everything, but like the game is so much bigger in Europe and in America, it's really not. People play Fortnite and stuff, so the game is a lot bigger in Europe. So servers there are fine, but the servers in the US, I guess, are just not as good.
Yeah, but I mean,
or maybe I
they're
think,
gonna get rid of those game types on the servers in the US only.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
They said that it's not that they're going to do it; they're considering it. Like what they have to do.
I mean, I did watch Dr. Disrespect playing, and it was like he couldn't get into a solo game for a while. He's like taking forever.
Yeah, and I think they were saying that's they said, I know for a fact they said duos is the second most popular playlist, but they didn't say what was the most popular playlist. I'm guessing squads is first and solos is last because a lot of people don't like playing by themselves.
Yeah.
And
because he was definitely, I remember watching, and he was like getting annoyed. He's like waiting for the lobby to fill up, and I was like, that's not good.
I'm just surprised, but like you said, I think it's tough because it's 100-person games, but in this case, like sometimes you're waiting 10 or 20 minutes for a game and nothing, so that just shows like the player base is bad. And you know when it's really bad is probably when Dr. Disrespect is playing too, like during the work hours, like when I'm streaming, that's when the population is a lot lower.
Yeah,
like
that's the tell. Yeah, exactly, because it's like middle of the day in America, you know what I mean? And like,
yeah, but yeah,
I mean, I guess Europe would be more popular, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's getting too late in Europe.
Yeah. It's interesting. And then there's the issues like with the PTS. So like that was kind of funny. They said come back to the PTS after the server goes live, and anybody who plays for 3 hours will get bonus BP. You get like a couple thousand extra BP for playing because they're trying to test some server stuff this week on the PTS.
Yeah.
And like I went on for a second this morning, and I just the two times I queued up in a one-man squad, I just got into a game by myself, and then like it said I won, and they kicked me out. And I saw Sith Lord, shout out to him from the stream. He was trying to get on too, and then people were like, "Why are you trying to play the PTS?" But like I get it. PUBG said, "We'll give you bonus BP," so like it's worth a shot. And plus, they need people to test it. They want people to be on so they can test these server updates.
See why these issues are
So there's nobody on the PTS, which I get it too. It's like the live servers on. They need to probably give it, if they gave like a 50,000 BP bonus, then people would be on, but or something like that. Maybe a bigger incentive, but
too.
I don't know.
Or they need to pay 100 people to get on the fucking thing.
That too. But that's just not a great sign, man. I guess that's unfortunate. And I don't know. I wish they could get crossplay.
I think I know. I mean, maybe it will be coming sooner than we think. I really think the next generation of consoles will see some change, big change.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, I think I'm like kind of, not worried, but I'm like, oh man, that stinks. Like, is the PUBG community like really that bad? But then you go on like line, and there's just so many people that play PUBG. Like PUBG, I feel like on social media right now, there's so many people that like athletes and stuff that are playing PUBG. Like there was a clip that went viral of like these two basketball players playing PUBG.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, dude, I gotta go. I got a game tomorrow. And he was like, who are you playing? And he's like, the Hawks. He's like, dude, you can stay up and play. You don't need to practice for the Hawks. It was like hilarious. And like a lot of celebrities and stuff play.
Yeah. Mighty Mouse, play PUBG. UFC fighter.
Totally. So like you think like, I mean, I guess a lot of celebrities obviously play Fortnite too, but you think like PUBG, because of all that, like a lot of people play it, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, dude, I don't know. It might not be a player-based thing. It just maybe like issues they have, or a little bit of
It's like
everything.
regional issues, like just getting people on in the same area, maybe. And
Yeah,
like
I
what you
mean,
said,
yeah, exactly. I think it's definitely a mix of stuff probably going on there.
yeah.
I don't think it's going anywhere. You know.
No, me neither, because of everything is it is. I mean, they're doing so much with the updates, but I have to say that with every update, it feels like it's almost like the Call of Duty cycle. Like in like over the years, you kind of get like less impressed with Call of Duty, like the same thing over and over and over again, and then like the time, like we would play Call of Duty all the way until like May, and then like the next one we started only playing until like
Yeah.
April. The next one we like stopped playing in like February, and then now like the last one, like we didn't make it that long, you know. And I feel like that kind of
Yeah.
happens with every update in PUBG. Like this update now, I'm like, okay, I'm like, I get it. Like it's so exciting, but I wasn't like, if this update was like a year ago, I would be freaking out and like obsessed playing like 24 hours a day.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like, that's the thing when you have these like small constant updates. They're not like usually that big. They're not always that big. So you just kind of get these like, you're like, not impressed type of thing. It's like
Well, no,
good,
this update is to me is impressive, but it just I play so much that it's like,
yeah.
I don't know what it is, maybe a new map or something. Sometimes maybe like I don't know, something like
No,
that. The
yeah.
passes to me is what makes me the most involved is the Survivor Pass. I know for you, you're not a big you don't play that a lot, but for me, like doing the weapon challenges, like I'm done with the pass. I finished all the weapon challenges, so like that really kept me engaged because like having something to work towards, like the double-barreled shotgun, like completing all the missions, was like kept me really involved in the game. Now I finished that. I'm done with the pass. I've been done with the pass for a while. Like there's 4 days left. I don't really know what to do. Like we've just had having fun with the BRDM now, but like on stream, it's like, what do I do? Just keep playing. I mean, you always just keep playing, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I get it. So we gotta play some PC and just show people how bad you are at it.
And that's sure people can point and laugh. Look how bad he is.
Uh-huh.
What are you gonna do?
All right. Well, we should probably move on. We spent more time on PUBG than we planned in the first minute.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. So what's next? What do we want to talk about?
Got Modern Warfare.
Oh, dude, so you're going to need to run with this one because I really didn't see too much of this. I'm going to try to Google this. Why? I'll just preface it. People are like, why didn't you look at it? The reveal was during the stream, and we were trying to watch it, but they were showing like bits and pieces in the beginning. I'm like, I can't wait for this. Like they were literally showing like, here's one map, and then they went back to the desk. Like, here's an image of another one. And they go back to the desk, and then after I streamed, I went and got dinner, and then here we are in the podcast. I just didn't end up seeing it.
No worries. I mean, I logged on. I went on the Twitch, and I was like, I know Dr. Disrespect is there because he tweeted it. So I like went on his stream, and he was just sitting there waiting to play.
So what did they do? Like they were streaming from like they got access to the game, or they brought them?
No, they brought them there, and they all were sitting in like a big room, and they were sitting at desks playing with a whole bunch of different streamers.
Okay.
Like Shroud was there. It's funny because like Shroud looks like he was like sleeping, but like it just was like one of those things where I was like watching. I'm like, why isn't he playing? I watched for like 20 or 30 minutes, and he was just waiting to get a game. And he's like, I gotta reboot the game. There's just like a whole bunch of issues, I think.
Well,
they weren't really talking about.
Yeah.
But whatever. So sorry, I had to like burp. But
no, that's all good.
I guess the big thing is that there's crossplay, right? So they're able to choose PC, PlayStation, or Xbox, and you could crossplay with everything. And Modern Warfare will be like the first Call of Duty that everyone, like all the content will be free. There's no season pass. Everyone's gonna get the maps at the same time. I think PlayStation might get them a week before, but that's it. Like a week that's all they get. So there won't be any of this like desync of player base.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's really interesting. That's really cool. And I think that like they like just having the crossplay is big, but reading a lot of the reviews, it just didn't, those were like the biggest things that are great. Like, and they said like the guns are just super realistic. There's a lot of customization. I had to like open my phone because I took some notes actually.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, keep going.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at Reddit right now.
I definitely wrote a lot of customizations. Kill streaks are back, out with the score streaks. People were kind of like mixed on that. Like I guess they kind of wanted to capture this like, T Martin said it probably the best out of the people I watched the reviews is that they wanted to capture this feeling of like, I need 3 kills to get this, like work more like that than thinking like, well, if I do a domination point, assist somebody, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, which I
to
like
get the
though.
score streak.
I like, dude. My favorite was in Modern Warfare 3 when they did both. Like you had to pick if you were running the support kill streaks, which were less powerful, but like you
Yeah,
could get them over time, or the kill
yeah.
streaks. I always, anyways, but I always thought that was
No,
the
I
best
thought that was
system.
good, and I honestly though I thought that Black Ops 2 did it the best with score streaks. You know what I mean? It was like pretty simple. There was a lot of things to choose from, but it wasn't like overly complicated.
Yeah,
And I
it's
thought that
true too.
score streaks were good because it did make people focus more on the objectives and stuff like that. Now people will focus on kills a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out, but it's kind of funny because like I feel like every year you see these reviews and they're like, "Wow, best Call of Duty ever." You know what I mean? And then this year, everyone's very skeptical. It seems so.
Yeah, that's so true, man.
Interesting.
Every year, people like, I mean, including me, I'm just like, damn, I'm stoked for the next Call of Duty. But
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
mean, I'm stoked for it, but I'm more skeptical than I've ever been.
No, it's what I've seen on the internet. It seems like a lot of people are like, I don't know, man, and a lot of people are just like, yeah, I'm just gonna not get
Yeah,
this one.
and
But
that's the scary thing is that like it's also um stream like these YouTubers are very like, yeah, I don't know about that. Like I know that they're like T Martin was using like basically they're all using recycled content. And like one guy was like, "This is me playing. You can tell it's me because it's a little bit bad in the beginning and it get better." But I watched T Martin, it was the same stuff. So I was like, "But these were guys that went 4 days ago, and I think they had to wait for the reveal today in order to
yeah,
uh,
that makes
upload the
sense.
video." You know what I mean? Because all of a sudden these videos were out like an hour after the event ended, or like right after the event ended. I'm like, "There's no way these guys got back to a hotel room
No,
videotape." You know what I mean?
no, yeah, they definitely have to play earlier, and then they like allowed them to post it like an
Yes.
embargo. They usually wait. Yeah,
So exactly. So they were using recycled stuff. So that guy, kudos to that guy for lying to us. But you know, just some of the issues that one thing that was brought up that we've talked about is what is going to happen with this game. You know what I mean? Like the support is key on this game. Like, is there going to be updates? Like, how are they going to update? Are they going to make sure that the support is through this for this game is strong because they just haven't proved that. Maybe in Black Ops 4 they did a little bit more, but overall Call of Duty is not a well supported game after a couple months.
yeah. Well, I mean, the blackout, I feel like had like Alcatraz and all that stuff. But to me, yeah, I just want to know like what's going on. Is blackout going to be there? Like, did we even know yet if there is a battle royale in this? Like,
Nah, but they do have a 20 versus 20. So I think that's going to be like their version of the battle royale. They're not going to have a battle royale.
yeah. I
I don't
mean,
think
I'm
you're going to do
definitely
it
down
twice.
to get back into some like multiplayer stuff, but after a while, again, like we've done that so many times, like that's I think that's the issue, man, is that they could put the best game out ever. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to enjoy it. They could make the best game in the history of video games, but like I've still been playing the game for 15 years, 20 years, you know what I mean? However long
Yeah.
I've been playing Call of Duty for.
Yeah. No,
So
I
when was the
agree.
first
And I
Call of
think,
Duty released? So
yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I think that the one thing is,
yeah,
it's very similar to
2003,
all the
so
Call of Duties, right?
16
But
years later.
it would be nice to change of what's that?
Call of Duty, the first Call of Duty came out in 2003, so I played
Yeah, I've
since
been
the first
playing
Call of
since
Duty.
the first one, but like I think they're all very similar in some way. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
slowly change, but I also think that it will be nice to change of pace to like jump into a Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah,
just hoping it's good, dude. Like it's
I
just
think they need to
scary that
change.
it's not
I
good.
just
It's
think that
gonna
it
be
needs like a
straight.
revamp, man. For them to make like a big difference to me, like they need to change, like they need to make a bigger deal when like win or lose or some kind of like system, man, because that's what people want right now. I think because like that's what battle royale gives you, like a big difference between like winning and losing. Because anybody can get a cool kill. I think people are like kind of over that. It's so fun getting an awesome kill, but like I don't know. I guess it's kind of hard to do, but I feel like you
Yeah,
could just play
I'm
Call
not
of Duty
sure what they.
forever and just grind and grind and grind and grind. Like how many times are people going to grind to max prestige? That's like the hardcore
Yeah,
players. Like they need to do something for like hardcore players that want to play the game, like, or like streamers, like all year round. Like what are you going to do differently to make it like you know
yeah.
what I mean?
No, I
I
agree, 100%. There's something missing, for sure.
Yeah, because
Prestiging was cool, but at the same time, like it's just not it. It was just an emblem. You weren't getting anything out of it.
yeah, you're really just it's like doing it's just like you're really hindering yourself just to do more missions. and unlock
Yeah.
more stuff, unlock a new emblem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they need to do kind of like, do these missions though, like, and not just kills or something like that, but kind of like how PUBG and Fortnite do it, like you can unlock skins or, like the season passes kind of thing. Maybe will
Yeah.
help them. I think one thing about the whole thing is just, the concern of it is it going to be a lot of microtransactions since they're not doing a season pass and stuff like
They
that.
said that, right? They said like no season passes or
Yeah,
anything.
no season passes, just all the content's free, which is good, but how are they going to make money? They're going to do something else to do it, like, you know what I mean? So microtransactions, whatever. But I
Yeah,
mean,
for sure.
it's a cool concept to do 20v20, 10 versus 10. They have 6v6 and 2v2. I guess the thing is
Really?
with Black Ops
Say that all
4,
again? So there's 10v10?
yeah, and
Oh, wow.
20v20.
So there's all these playlists. Wow, interesting.
Yeah, so I think it's interesting that they did that. Definitely a little bit cool.
I think that's going to make a huge difference
The
because
20v20, apparently the maps are huge. The maps
oh,
are
wow.
definitely way different than they've been. I kind of have like
the one of them looked like a Battlefield map to me. Like it looked way more realistic and like
they're very
bigger.
big. And the only thing is that I am skeptical again because they kind of said they went a different route with the maps, and it just kind of reminded me of Ghosts. And Ghost maps were just trash city.
Yeah, I did not like those maps. Yeah.
No. They're not going to be the normal 3-channel, things. Are going to have those points that if you control it, you really kind of control the map. And
I see.
I
don't love
T-Martin summed it up because he was like quoting what these guys, the devs, told them, and he was just like, they want, or like if you were on a map, probably Modern Warfare. No, that was very 3-channel. I don't know which one, but there's, you'd have like you'd hold the point and you just had like that spot where you could look left, get some kills, look right, get kills, and there's just a good it was a power position. You know what I mean?
Totally. That was kind of like in Modern Warfare 2, you could abuse spawns and get power spots for
sure.
That was
and I think that's what they're
so
and the thing is now they're like going for that, like purposely, which they might have in Modern Warfare 2. I don't know, but they're going for that purposely, and I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
Dude, I think from what you're telling me, it seems like they're really going like with Call of Duty World War II. I feel like they kind of panicked and they're like, let's go back to like what people used to like, which worked for me but like I enjoyed it, but a lot of people are like, this is kind of a cop out. But I like that they went back to World War II. And you could tell that with this, they're trying to go back to like Modern Warfare 2 where people can do that. There's kill streaks. I think they're trying to return back. It sounds like what you're saying or what T. Martin said. Like, that's what they're trying to do, making a return.
Yeah, I mean, other people did say that too. I can't think of the streamer's name, or not streamer.
Yeah. I mean, that would bring a lot of like, I just cracked my neck, so sorry if you guys heard that. But that would bring a lot of like nostalgia, and people will love that, like ripping kill streaks and getting huge things. And if they have attack nuke in, I'm gonna be addicted to that game.
They do have.
But then after like the first 10 times you get the tech nuke, like after you're like, all right, what am I gonna do now? That's what I want to know.
Eventually,
what am I gonna do after the
game
after I
prestige? You won't be able to get it, but after a while you will.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm always excited though. I'm skeptical, but I'm gonna buy Call of Duty no matter what. I'm excited for it to come out. I just like the game, man. I've always loved Call of Duty, Halo, and anything PUBG related in those 3 games. Those I think are like in recent memory, like my top 3 shooters, like on console. Battlefield is up there, but I don't know if I think it's behind those 3.
Yeah, I like Battlefield, definitely top.
I like Battlefield, but yeah, I put it behind Call of Duty and Halo for me.
Yeah, I would say so for sure. There's some other things too that we had to go over with this. So one of the biggest things that's for Modern Warfare is that they got rid of the mini map, dude.
Dude, I heard about this, but is it in every mode or just 20 versus 20 mode?
No, all modes, dude.
Really?
Like everyone complained about it. Everyone was like freaking out about it. They're
way.
like, okay,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like people were like, I gave it a shot, and they're just like, that's where I said, like when I texted you, like T. Martin was like, dude, worst experience of my life was playing 20. He's like, it was the worst experience with Call of Duty playing 20v20 without a mini map. He's like, it was so frustrating. And dude, I get that because you need the mini map. Like other guys were like, I had no idea where my teammates were, and everything like that. And I'm like, yeah, dude, like you just need to know like where your teammates are, so you know like you're in a safe position. You know what I mean? And with 20v20, dude, you can have like 10 dudes around. You have no idea.
Yeah. I mean,
or you're by yourself.
I guess they're trying to go like hardcore on it, but I think there's something
like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
what's tough to me, and this is why like this is going to be a weird thing, and I'm sorry, I'll try to make it quick, because I could probably ramble on for with it for a while. But like when you're playing a video game, if you were in real life, like I know video games aren't real life, but if you were up against a wall and say we're like in a battle, even playing paintball, if I'm looking like to the right, like I could feel like if you were behind me, right, or like I saw like you kind of like
You have more
as a
peripheral
human, you
vision.
like know like you've way more peripheral vision than like in a video game, and that's why I like playing third person in PUBG because the first person view in PUBG to me,
It's garbage.
I just don't love it. Yeah, just and especially on console, you're low. We all know that it's weird. That's
Hmm.
why on console we don't play it for the most part. And then same thing like the mini map. Like I get it if they just kept the mini map and like put your teammates and not your enemies because that helps you just know that stuff, which like you would probably know if you were like in that scenario, right? But getting rid of the mini map completely makes it kind of like you have no idea where anybody is, you know?
Yeah,
So I
I
feel like that
just
is kind
don't.
of hard.
Yeah, it just seemed like the general consensus was like that, and it's just like I don't know what they're trying to do. It's like, oh, we're being edgy. It's like let's take
Mm.
out the mini map. It's like what, dude? It's like such a dumb thought in my opinion. I don't know, man. I just can't get down with that
Does it
one.
come back? Do you get like a UAV or something? Because sometimes like
I
they
don't
used to do
know.
that.
I
Like
guess
it
so. I don't
in some
know.
of the modes, like I think it was like in hard. I never really play hardcore, but I think in hardcore, if you got a UAV, I almost said UAS, it would
UAV,
come
you'd
up
get
for
one, yeah. But
it would
why?
come up for a little bit.
But that's a game type. You know what I mean? Like if you want, they make it a separate game type, not the whole game. In a
Yeah.
20v20 situation, dude, like it's just like nice to know where you're running when you're
Yeah,
new
but
to the
even PUBG
game.
has a
Like,
mini map.
what's that?
It just even PUBG has a mini map. It just doesn't show
Yeah,
you
like it
where
shows your
your enemies
teammates. It
are.
shows you like what's around you. There's buildings and like if you don't know, like you won't. It's gonna be so hard to learn the maps too, dude.
Mm.
Especially the bigger maps with the 20v20 where there's big maps.
I mean,
I don't
maybe it
know.
will end up being pretty cool. I mean, I love memorizing the maps and doing all that stuff. So we'll have to see. I mean, I this is one of those things where I think Call of Duty needed to make a change like this. I just don't think that was probably
No,
the right
I don't.
one.
Yeah, I don't think that's the right change. I think they needed to make us be creative, and I think that was just like a not creative thing.
Yeah.
You know what I
Huh.
mean?
We'll see. That makes sense. I saw like a meme about like a mini map, so now that makes sense because I didn't really understand.
Yeah, it's just like remember, it's just like when Apple was like it made the MacBook, it was like super thin, and people were like, "What the fuck?" You know
Well,
what I
don't
mean?
they
They're
still
like
have
making
them?
fun of it. Like they were just like people were making fun of the MacBook because it was like super thin, and they're like, "You put a 480p camera on the," you know what I mean? Like all this stuff. You're like, "What the hell were you doing?"
Oh yeah.
Just like it just reminds me of that. It's just like, oh, we're gonna do something really cool and take a giant step backwards in the way we play games, and
Hmm.
I know that like the professional gamers hated Modern Warfare, and I thought Modern Warfare or not World War II. And I thought World War II was a good game. They just like hated it for whatever reason. They just whatever. There's no
Yeah,
really good
I
reason.
liked it. Yeah.
I thought we played that more than all the other ones, but we had played other ones in a while, but
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
like it. I don't think from like what I've seen that this one they'll like, and like a lot of people are like for professional gaming this may be a disaster. And apparently you move very slow, you're a little bit sluggish, and the time to kill isn't that good, and it's like you don't know if it's because you can't get out of the way fast enough or you know but you're getting like it just seems like there's a lot of things they need to fix before they get this thing out. And it's kind of scary that like the YouTubers are all like, and these guys that went to this are very much like upfront about it. Usually I think there's like a lot more of a gentle uh like, oh, there's some negatives, like I think you can move a little bit faster, you know what I mean? But now it's just like,
Yeah.
dude, you move way too slow and you're dying way too fast, so like fix something.
Yeah, well,
So
I think some of these people used to have like really big like exclusive deals with like Call of Duty, and some of them like don't have the same deal. So I think they're a little bit more willing to like speak their
yeah,
mind now.
I think I maybe that's it too. Or
Yeah.
people just know that Call of Duty is just struggling, and they're like, I don't want to be the one co-signing this. And you're like, oh, you're fucking lying.
That's true too. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Possibly.
true.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but speculation.
Yeah. And Call of
So
Duty brings up a whole thing. Like I mean, like this is a little off topic, but like I'm like interested in or worried or skeptical or concerned. I guess concerned is the right word because like streaming is so good with battle royale games because of like the downtime. But like in playing a multiplayer match, I mean, I'm better at like Call of Duty than I am PUBG, but um, it's hard to like to look at
yeah,
chat when you're like constantly running in like a
I mean, you have the
domination game or
if you
something.
have the lobbies are good, but remember was it Black Ops 4 where the lobbies were like 10 seconds? It was like, holy shit, dude, you couldn't even
Yeah,
get
dude,
up to go
they
pee.
need to chill. You couldn't even, yeah.
Yeah,
Back in the day, it used to be nice. You could like go pee, run to the fridge or something. Now, like,
yeah, now
you
you
literally
can
like
get
look
up
at
for
your phone and you're in
days.
a game again. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You couldn't even have time to like think about quitting. You're like, oh, I supposed to back out. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I
Yeah.
just don't know. Hopefully they chill that out. I mean, it'll be interesting, man. I'm obviously gonna get it. I just hope to God, as a stockholder, they figure it out. You
Same.
know, like
Uh huh.
just like, dude,
Yeah.
like you guys are gonna lose me money. I might just sell my stock before the end of the year, before that game comes out, just because I'm like expectations are low right now. You know?
Yeah. But see, wouldn't it be nice if they had some kind of way where like they slow, like the game was still really fast paced, but then there was like moments where it was slower. That would be cool. But I don't know how you would do that in a Call of Duty game, because then that would allow people to like, I could talk to his chat. People could like chill out for a second and like analyze what's going on. Like I don't know. I don't know how you could
Yeah.
get that in like a domination match though. But like some kind of like
Yeah, I
make
don't
it
know.
more strategic, but also fast paced still. I don't know how you do that.
No,
Like you
I
could
have
do
no
like
idea.
rounds or something, but that wouldn't work. It's almost like S&D, like search and
Yeah,
destroy.
there's some cool game types that they came out with too, worth checking out.
All
I
right.
don't remember them all, but
I'll check out
they're
Team.
pretty
I haven't
interesting.
watched a Team Martin video in a while.
It's
I
like
used to watch
30
that guy's
minutes. Yeah,
content all the time. So,
kind of forgot about him. It was like one of the top ones. I was like,
mm.
oh, this dude's
Yeah, I still
alive.
follow him on like social media and
Yeah,
stuff.
I
So
do
he's
too.
like,
I just didn't think he was
yeah,
doing like video games anymore.
yeah. He basically just does like travel vlogs now.
Yeah,
That's
fucking
pretty
lame.
much it.
Yeah, just like
Yes.
yeah, I go on cruises and
Yeah, he's like on a cruise every other day. Yeah.
uh,
Hey, not hey, good gig, man.
I mean,
Good
it's a
gig.
good gig, but you know, cruise ships are the biggest form of pollution, bro. They're so bad.
Oh, true, dude. True,
Bro,
true, true.
Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
bro, said that a cruise ship is like the 1 week of the cruise ship is like 10 million cars equal to 10 million cars pollution or something crazy.
It's dude, wild. It really
Some
is a
very
lot.
crazy
Though. A lot of
statistic like
gas
that.
and a lot of pollution. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's
There's a
just
lot
like,
of.
and then they just dump shit in the ocean and stuff like that. They're just like doo-dooing all across the fucking Atlantic, you know? And T. Martin just like, you know,
Doo-doo Browntown.
just doo-doo Browntown across the Atlantic. Remember he like scammed, that was like, he's part of that scam too, or whatever.
Yeah, the CSGO Lotto or whatever.
Yeah. people got so mad about that one.
Yeah, he took a pretty. I mean, people will still like comment on that every once in a while.
I
So
know,
it
yeah.
definitely-
They'll be like,
it-
remember
I
when
don't
you
think
scammed everybody for millions of dollars?
Yeah, it didn't kill him though. It didn't kill his like page,
Nah.
but it definitely.
I mean,
did,
I
like,
think
affect
some
him.
people knew what they were doing when they were doing it, and I think some people were just kind of like naive, or they just didn't really get it, or just were like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, sure, I'll do it, you know. And
Yeah.
I don't think most people were malicious, like meant malicious to take
Yeah, but so it's like
take
it's,
advantage of
it's
people.
a lot of gambling and like kids related stuff in video games.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I know, yeah. I don't like, it wasn't smart 100%, but I don't think anyone was like supposedly, I don't know. I'm sure some of them were malicious, but you know, like, oh, we're
Yeah.
definitely taking advantage of people doing this, but whatever. It's just funny. I thought that killed him, to be honest, a little bit, because I hadn't really watched much of his stuff lately.
I guess it maybe did. I mean, I don't know. What's crazy is yeah. But at this point, I was gonna say it's crazy that like he does all this stuff and he still has like 5 like YouTube channels. I'm kidding. He has like 2 different channels and he still like posts a ton of content. But a lot of people like oh Jesus, dude, he's got like 5 videos that went out in the last 7 hours, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a day ago, and then
Really?
this is crazy, man. But a lot of these people, like he has like a ton of like like these people have editors and stuff that like
Yeah,
they
I was
just
gonna
play
say,
and then
dude,
he
like-
records and they do all the editing and then like all that stuff, which is smart, but it makes sense. But then they can publish like once you hit a certain level, it's kind of like what Mr. Beast does. Like you can start pushing so much content because you have like multiple editors, and then you're just like, that's sick, man. That's where you want to be.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, when you have an editor, dude, it's like life changing, because you
Yeah.
don't have to like spend the 8 hours a day that you were spending before. Why is he T Martin too?
There's both. I'm saying there's T Martin 2, there's T Martin 1. Then he does like I think T Martin 2 is a purely gaming stuff. It's other stuff other than Call of Duty.
He only
what's
has like
crazy
3
is-
million. I mean, not only, but he doesn't have like as many subscribers as I would have thought.
Dude, but I think T Martin 2 passed T Martin 1. And what's crazy is look at this.
Yeah, he
He's
did.
posting videos every effing day, dude. The guy's on a cruise every other day. This is pretty savage. Good for him, man. He's on a cruise like every other week. And he's got like This is pretty smart though. T Martin 2, it's all other content. Wow. And then the other one is just Call of Duty. That's pretty smart. Should I make Blitz 5 too?
Blitz 5 doo-doo. Do. But he, what he probably does is records this stuff and then emails it, like has a Dropbox or something, Dropbox, and someone edits it, posts it. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah,
he's not editing this on the boat, dude. He's probably just taking it.
I know. I'm just shocked. It makes me want to do way more work. It's just like it's me. Like some people just put out so much content. But what's crazy is when you're this, like, it's crazy because when you have a lot of like a bigger community, you can like do stuff like this,
Yeah, and I know like he invested in like real estate or something like that, so he's like not doing that bad.
Oh,
he's kind of smart about it.
No, when he blew up, man, have to remember when he blew up on YouTube. That's when YouTube money was like lucrative. Like the people who blew up on YouTube early on, like they don't even need to do YouTube anymore because the pay system was so effed up.
Yeah,
the pay per view was so much higher. Like it was like some people were getting paid like crazy amounts. Like he probably made millions of dollars back just as like a kid, and then now he probably makes the same, but because he's getting way more views, So they totally changed that stuff. Now you get paid like fractions of like a penny.
Yeah, he definitely made a lot of money, but I know like I know that money invested in like real estate too.
So he's definitely a smart dude.
Blowing up money.
Oh yeah. He's definitely a smart guy. So, like, then even doing the CSGO Lotto, I mean, you can tell he's like an ambitious dude, so good for him.
No, I don't. Yeah, I agree. But at that stage, you have to be like just videotaping your day. At the end of the night, you email it some guy, and then the next day, the guy is like, by 10 a.m., it's edited, sends it to you. You take a 5-minute view, send it back. Good. You know what I mean? And probably after a while, you probably doesn't even watch them anymore if you trust the person enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. Once you get a good like relationship, they're just.
I know his girlfriend doesn't even work anymore or something like that. She's like a travel blogger too, but that's probably because she dates him, and he's like, "Listen, you don't have to work." Just like.
Well, no, I'm sure she probably. I mean, it's fun. Who doesn't want to do something like that?
No, she does, but I mean, I'm sure she was like a normal person until she started.
Oh, did she worked at like Disney or something? I remember because I used to watch their videos. It's funny, like his videos.
And now he just like was like, "Listen, I have enough money. Like, let's just like start your own travel blog, be a YouTuber."
Of course, man. It's crazy, dude. And before we get up to, what's just blowing my mind is how crazy, how crazy YouTube and stuff is like.
As a company or as a
just like internet and social media, like it's getting so big now that there's so much room for content, man. So many people want content, different content. Like I listen to so many podcasts, and then occasionally I find myself where I'm like, I've pretty much caught up on like the podcasts I listen to. I'm like, how's that possible? Like there's such a big appetite for content. So like there's so much room for content, but there's so many people on YouTube. It's very crazy, dude. It's like very competitive. It's so wild how much shit is out there. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I agree.
It just kind of blows my mind.
I mean, how many people? So much data.
So much data, but there's so many people like there's so many people who post videos on YouTube. It just kind of blows my mind. I don't know why I'm thinking about that now, but it's just crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is wild, man. There's just so much information, like, and just like anything you need to know, you go on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure, man. And gaming is such a big part of it. Gaming is like just such a big part of YouTube and like streaming.
Yeah,
it's like the
gaming like kind of helps like determine like what platform is the biggest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's what helped bring YouTube. I mean, for a while, YouTube was the biggest thing on YouTube was gaming. And then now I think it's like, there's makeup tutorials and there's like music, obviously like Vivo, but like literally I think the three biggest for a while, like most of the top 10 channels were video game channels and Vivo channels. So, and I know like that whole thing with PewDiePie and like T-Series, which was basically the Indian version of Vivo. And then it's like makeup bloggers, literally. And then like news sites, like those are like the big, and then like tech stuff. Like that's like the biggest, which kind of goes into gaming, are like the biggest channels on YouTube. But just blows on like all the kids nowadays, like when they want to grow up. I saw some poll on like Twitter, like some news article, like USA Today or something, like polled, like there was like some kid, like what kids want to be. And it was like just everyone wants to be a YouTuber. That's what blows my mind and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. And I don't think that it's kind of scary because it's like there's only so much.
Yeah,
YouTube.
That's what I mean.
YouTubing you can do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
all right, we'll see. It's a different world. I just think like I don't know. I guess we'll find out from kids how it.
I think in the future we're all just going to be YouTubers and we just watch each other's channels. That's how we make money. Like, okay, I'll watch his channel on how to do this, and then you watch my channel on how to do this, and then we all make money. I'm kidding, but
you're gonna be watching YouTube videos of how to make YouTube videos and
videos
of how to watch YouTube videos. Properly watching a YouTube video. But we'll see.
There's a video game around being a YouTuber.
Get out of here.
And I was like, dude, yeah, I mean, I'm sure someone like out there enjoys that game, but I'm like, if you're playing a video game on becoming a YouTuber, like you might as well just go on YouTube,
Yeah, no,
YouTuber video game. But I'm sure it's probably like relaxing. It's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, like.
Yeah, I think, dude. All right, here's a funny stat, and we can end it on this. What do you think is the most popular, the most expensive content game on Steam?
What do you mean that makes the most?
Or no, like has like the most content. Like if you wanted to have everything for this one game, if you wanted to spend the money.
I think I've seen this before, but I don't remember. I'm gonna think really fast. I don't know, maybe like Minecraft or something.
No.
What is it?
It's a train simulator.
Oh yeah, I think I have heard of that before. That's crazy.
It's like 50. I think it was like $52,000 if you want to have all the content for that game.
Wow.
How ridiculous is that? This really has nothing to do with anything, but how ridiculous is that? Train simulator, because you could buy different trains, you could have a different caboose. Like, what the fuck, dude? Wild. And you know what the sad thing is? There's probably people that pay a ton of money to drive a train simulator.
Yeah. But it's kind of like the same thing as the people who like when we grew up and they like their parents had like trains in the basement. Did you ever have a friend like that?
Yeah, I had trains in my basement.
Did you? That's like kind of like the modern version. I'm not making fun of it. I'm saying like video games is like. No, I'm saying like that's kind of the modern version of it. Like, if a train simulator is kind of like that,
Yeah,
it's like your hobby that like you spend time and then like you want to collect this train. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, true. Like definitely, it's like all digital, but it's just like that. I mean, there's so many other things that like Minecraft, like you said, like Minecraft would be a good one.
Yeah,
but not even close.
And how about this? In the same vein, I saw someone who like spent, I thought this was cool growing up. Like the people, I think your neighbor did this across the street. I won't say their name. Where like you could, maybe I'm wrong, but like where people would spend like hundreds of dollars or even like thousands of dollars making those really fast, like giant RC cars that go really fast or like big tires. You know what I'm talking about? Like the gasoline RC cars or whatever. Are they even called RC at that point? I don't know. I guess they're still radio controlled.
Remote control.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, right? And like they're sick. They can go like, some of them go like 100 miles per hour and like whatever. But then I saw someone doing it like as an adult, and I almost like judged them. Like, why did they do that? Like, just drive a car or something. I don't know. Like,
I know.
It's just like stupid judgment. But then I like took a step back and I'm like, that's so crazy of me to say that because like, first of all, I play video games all day. I'm a loser. But second of all, like, it's basically like the same thing as if you play Forza. What's the difference? So like, everything is relatable in that sense,
Yeah, no, I mean you're right. It's definitely.
But
it's
I still have a hard.
You can take it for what it is, that kind of thing.
Totally, but I still struggle with like Train Simulator too.
But the Train Simulator thing, that's an exception. That's fucking dumb. I'm just kidding. I just think it's wild, dude. That's. I mean, I just thinking it like. I get it, a train simulator, like it's a hobby kind of thing. That's fine. I just can't believe that it's the highest, like has the most content that you have to pay for on Steam. You would think there's other things on there.
You would think so, right? Yeah,
but they probably have like they probably charge you like $10 for like a brown caboose versus like a light brown caboose.
True. They probably have every color caboose you get.
Every kind of train. So many cabooses on here.
Every color.
I wonder how much money they cost to get all the cabooses.
With different color interior. Do you want the black caboose with white interior?
You want the brown note interior? Dude, caboose is such a funny word. Let's just take a moment. Caboose.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's like, who came up with that?
It reminds me of Red versus Blue.
Yeah, the one character's name is Caboose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was it a guy's name Caboose in it? Like one of the characters?
I thought it was.
There's Donut?
Yeah. There's Donut.
Caboose. Caboose, what are you doing?
yeah, I'm pretty sure Red versus Blue. Yeah.
Remember that was on Netflix, and I was like, when you were at my house, I think I was like, oh, dude, I'm like been watching Red versus Blue.
Yeah, Captain Michael J. Caboose. That's his name.
Donut, the pink one.
That's hilarious, man. And before we end, can you go on? Because I don't want to pick up on my mic. Can you go on Twitch and tell us what the top games are?
Yeah, you're gonna hear me typing because I have a clicky keyboard.
No, that's okay. The audio, because when you go on Twitch, like a stream starts like live playing.
I have mine muted. Okay, so top one is Fortnite. 190,000 viewers right now. Wow. Overwatch.
Wow, without Ninja.
I don't know if Ninja left yet. Dude,
Yeah, okay.
Fortnite has a lot of people streaming. Tfu's on, dude. Tfu is, I think, questionably bigger than Ninja now.
Dude.
Ninja
I don't even know who that guy is, but
he's the one that was suing FaZe because he was like his like poor contract or something like that. But he has 54,000 viewers right now, dude.
How is that possible?
I don't know, man. I don't understand. I get it, dude. Oh, before I get off the Fortnite thing, there's like a clip on Instagram of Dr. Disrespect like killing this guy that's a big Fortnite streamer, and he like kills him with a pistol, and he goes, "Can't build in this game, can't build in this shit." I was like, that's hilarious. Wow. Okay, so next, Overwatch. There's an Overwatch league thing going on right now, so that's why that's high. Grand Theft Auto 5, 94,000 viewers, man.
Wow.
PUBG is let's see. So we have Fortnite, Overwatch, Grand Theft Auto 5, League of Legends, and Team Fight Tactics. So if you put League of Legends and Team Fight Tactics together, though, because they're like the same game, aren't they?
They are. Yeah.
They're over like 150,000.
Damn, savage.
Just Chatting at 63,000. And then Counter-Strike has 58,000. Hearthstone has 34,000. Dota 2. And then PUBG with 23,000 viewers right now. So Choco Taco is online with 6,000 viewers.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean that's still good for this time of the day for PUBG. Usually, when you watch it, if you put it on in the morning, it's like way up there. So
nice, man. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, and then also Apex is after PUBG. So
I don't hear anything about Apex anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Actually, Minecraft just went in front of PUBG. Okay, Minecraft. I think it's not only the thing is, dude, is that sometimes it's like a poor metric. Just because like it doesn't have like big streamers, it just has a lot of people streaming it. Because you could have like people with like a viewer, you know what I mean? Like they're watching.
But like if you have 10,000, just like one viewer, yeah.
Yeah, you have like 1,000 people do. You know, they're giving 1,000.
Not totally. It's not an accurate metric. It's just fun. It's like a tradition that we started, you know, and it's interesting to just see. Like,
it's good though. PUBG is like top. Is just in 11th place just now.
Yeah.
So I just can't believe that the player base is that bad. That there's just that many people watching it. You know what I mean? Still and streaming it. Because it goes Choco Taco is 6, then the next person has 1.3, and then 970. So like it drops off like fairly, like it's a steep decline of viewers.
Yeah, but it's kind of crazy that like for PUBG that like 6,000 is like the biggest. Like the biggest person who comes over and plays PUBG now is like what Dr. Disrespect and Shroud, and I wonder how many people watch when they're playing PUBG. That's what you'd have to see. Like what are their numbers?
Oh, when they're playing, dude, PUBG is like second, like 3, top
first
5.
Top 3.
Yeah,
I can see
it's
that,
up there. Because the two of them together, like during a good day, like Choco Taco's at like 10,000 people, 12,000.
Yeah, that's true.
So
crazy, man.
I never see when Wacky Jackie is streaming.
He streams really early in the morning because he's in Europe. Like when I'm like waking up, when I wake up sometimes, or like maybe like at 7 when I'm doing some work, like 7 or 8, I'll see him like on.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. All right, man. Want to call it here?
Yeah, I think that's it. We got it all.
Nice. This is like I think this is officially one of our longest podcasts ever. We're almost an hour and 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
An hour and 18
We had a lot of information, and then we kind of bullshitted a little bit.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's good. We missed last week, but you know, again, like I was telling people on the stream, like it's all dependent on our schedule. Also, what's going on with PUBG? I think we needed to wait until we both played the new patch, anyways. So
yeah, it worked out because we got the Modern Warfare thing in now. So
yeah, and it was good timing. There's a lot of news today, so today was a great day to record the podcast, and then I'll have this ready for tomorrow morning and post it on there. Yes, Queen. All right, everybody, and I guess we'll see you next week. This is technically episode number 31, I think, and I fixed that issue that we had.
yeah.
It wasn't like a major issue. It just was that like it was showing when you clicked. It was weird because in one screen it wasn't showing, and then in the other screen it was, where like it would say episode 31 and then it'd say number 30 because we had done the member episode, which I want to get. I'll talk to you off the stream, I guess, but off the podcast. But I want to get another member edition if you're down and with doing it with me, and So that's all fixed now. If you go on iTunes or any other platform, it should be like matched, like with the podcast that we're at. And also, if you guys want to support the podcast, you can just follow me or subscribe on YouTube. You got the membership. You can leave us a review on iTunes, all that stuff.
Yeah, do so.
That always helps. So
yeah, definitely do it. And
all right, peeps.
I'll just say thanks for joining us in the final circle, everybody.
As always, thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Later, everybody. Peace.